Hi everyone, Rachel Hansel here with another Top 20 Filmmaker interview for Louisiana Film Prize 2025, which, by the way, is October the 17th and 18th, with Prize Fest being the full week of the 15th through the 19th. And our tickets are on sale now at prizefest.com. But here we go. We have got director Katie Royer and writer Rebekah Cianci from Perpetual Care. And Katie, you are also one of the writers as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, we wrote it together.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us about yourselves? Like, how do you know each other, and kind of your like filmmaking background, and where are you located? Where are you people?
I can jump in. I'm in Los Angeles, and Rebecca and I have known each other since it was middle school, but we
Yep.
became friends in high school. Yeah, we've been friends ever since. And I mean, Rebecca will tell you more about it. She's lived in New Orleans since we graduated high school, and I'm living in Los Angeles. And I originally got into wanting to be in the industry as an actor, and then pretty quickly was like writing and directing, and that's been a handful of years now. And so now it's writing, directing, and producing is sort of the day to day or like gig to gig thing in Los
Yeah.
Angeles. And we really wanted to work on something together, and we'd also written together over the years, typically more like prose or like books or like stories. And then we had this idea for the short, which we'll tell you more about. And we were like, oh, this could be like the great intersection of like working on something together, working on something in New Orleans specifically.
Oh, nice.
hmm
Cool.
And
Well, Rebecca, tell us a little bit about you.
So I've been in New Orleans since I was 18, and I love being here. I work in behavioral health when I'm not
Okay.
working on film stuff. And I had a group of friends here that made a horror feature that I was a producer on and helped with that. And yeah, Katie and I talked about it. Katie had been in film the whole time that we've been friends almost, and I was kind of not sure it was like the genre for me. It seemed like um I don't know, like a more complicated process. And then working on the horror film, I was like, oh, this is like a group project with your friends. I should get my
Yeah.
best friend involved as soon as possible. And so that was really fun, and we had a really great time.
Well, how did this specific project come about?
It's like a very organic thing of like we kind of decided that we wanted to work on something together. We didn't really know what that was going to be, but we had kind of had different projects over all of the years we've been friends that we've been kind of working on and talking it through. We were like, oh, this is also pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it really came from there.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the film itself.
yeah, so the film is about two best friends who realize that they're never going to be able to afford an apartment, and so they go house hunting for a grave. And it's sort of, they have a similar journey as we did, where we're walking around the cemetery. I mean, maybe not everybody walks around the cemetery for fun, but like Rebecca said, it's like, it's beautiful.
In
Like,
New Orleans, you do, right?
yeah, so it's like very specific because we were really trying to find a story that like really like was like set in New Orleans and also like in a really just like yeah like showing so like the cemetery is so like beautiful and positive and like not what you would necessarily like first expect or like when people think of
Right.
cemeteries. Um, and so, we were just walking around like, well, what if we were legitimately house shopping? And, it starts kind of as a joke of like, well, I don't want columns on mine, or like, I don't want this, or I don't want that, or that named. Um,
Yeah.
so I think there was something of like, oh, but wouldn't it make you feel bad? Like we were talking like it would be nice if you knew something about where you were gonna end up or plan ahead.
Yeah.
So then we were like, oh, actually, how much are graves versus house versus like and so we had a lot of moments of we were like, well, we think this is funny.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
um,
it sounds funny, and it's not something I've ever heard anybody like talk about before. So, how did you like you said what your friend was in it, Rebecca? So, how did you cast this?
We really wanted people who had a great interpersonal dynamic, that
Yeah.
are friends, that are feel, we really, we wanted it to feel as warm as it could as a thing that is in a cemetery, you
Yeah.
know? And it was really important that there was that kind of human element. These are like very real people who are trying to figure something out. There's only three people really in it. And the other is the funeral sales lady, and she's also wonderful. And we really wanted to make sure that the humor came across in
Yeah.
all of that.
Well, cool. So this will be both of yours first time at the festival, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've not experienced a Prize Fest or Film Prize before. Well,
No.
y'all are in for a treat. And of course, you know that half of our the vote is audience vote, right? And so this year they'll be voting for the big prize, 25 to 50K, as well as where Oscar will be Oscar eligible, or you can go on the road to be Oscar eligible this year. So their vote means a lot this year. So why should they come and see your film?
I think that our film is something that I'm incredibly proud of it. You know, I think that it really shows kind of a humorous take. It's like everybody
Yeah,
involved cares so deeply about it. We wanted to make sure that we were really involving people from here and being really connected and grounded here, and also something that's just like about friends and
yeah.
about relationships in a really interesting way.
I'm excited for you to come down or come over to come to the festival. And so before we sign off, can I get a Viva la Film Prize from you two?
Oh,
We can do it together.
Doing
Okay.
music together.
Yeah. I'll
yeah.
count. 1, 2, 3. Viva
Viva
la
la
Film
Film
Prize!
Prize!